What's up, y'all? It's in the garage. Doing some race prep stuff. Get ready. Probably gonna cut this. What's up, everybody? Just in here doing some race prep tonight in the garage. Gonna be putting in a 3-hands fab drive shaft on my X3 there, and I gotta swap one more tire onto the bead lock. Thanks, Tiger. Appreciate it. It's a Can-Am Maverick X3. I mean, not really anything stock about it, but that's what it started off as. Excuse the mess in the garage. It's been a long race season, and I've got 2 races coming up, and I can tear all this stuff apart and get her line back out. All right, we can get this out of here now. There we go. All right, this car has got a right, Jared? No, it's a drive shaft from 3-hands fab. This car has got a Proformance Stage 4 front diff in it. I kept blowing up smart locks, and I tried their Stage 3, and the first race out with it, I broke it in 2 pieces. So I went to their Stage 4, which is similar to like a Dana 60. It's huge. But then I started twisting off drive shafts. So we travel a long ways to get to these races. And it doesn't make sense to show up to a race just to be working on your junk. So you buy stuff that prevents that, that'll hold up. And this is one of the items. This drive shaft. It's got a big 1310 U-joint down here, like you'd find on like Jeeps. And then up here, it's got a yoke for, I believe it's a 1350 U-joint, which is on this shaft here. So essentially the front of my X3 is pretty much like an off-road Jeep or whatnot. You know, this 1310 goes to my front diff. This 1350 will go to the drive shaft. And then there'll be a carrier bearing, so far there. To give you kind of a comparison, this is the stock U-joint that goes to the transmission, and this is the U-joint that I'm replacing it with. So it's almost twice as big. That's what came in that toilet paper roll, Jared. Gonna get a little bit loud, I gotta pull this tire off so I can slide that U-joint in, or the drive shaft in. Now I got it up on a Freedom race lift right now. I'm going to have to drop it down so I can slide underneath and force feed that dry shaft through everything. These Freedom race lifts are kind of sweet. They're ran by a drill. So actually, totally forgot I got that one more bead lock to mount up. So let's put the front on the rear here for right now. Set it on the ground. Where's everybody from? Only got about 4 people here. Man, it's hot out here tonight. So where's everybody from? All right, let's put this thing in here now. got her in there. What's up, Caleb? Jamming that big ass 3 hands fab dry shaft in there. The yoke on this thing is huge. All right. Gotta throw the carrier bearing in place now. Big ass carrier bearing, big ass bearing in there. 3 hands fab on the front. Solid mounted carrier bearing, but it's got some rubber isolators for it. Gonna get everything snugged in here. I like to check the rotation, make sure it's not out of round like the last one. What's up, everybody? If you guys don't already, subscribe to the channel here. This off season here, you'll be seeing a lot of this type of stuff. So I'll get a better setup and we'll get closer to inside the car, but got a lot of race prep to do. Gonna be putting together a pre-runner for the 2026 Ultra 4 season from scratch, pretty much. That's over here just off camera. You really can't. I'll kind of point you over there for a second. Sitting over there, so. All right. Slide this thing forward into the. There again. Tighten her up a little too much. My carrier bearing has to come all the way out first and then go on. here tonight. What's going on, dog? Who's that? 445? Who's that? Is that Kim? 445. That's Kale, ain't it? Alright. A lot better than the other one was. Alright. Daniel. Huh? I think there's only 2 of y'all in here. I'm not that damn boring. Hello? See, this is why I can never go live, because don't nobody want to watch. Alright. What are you guys all up to tonight? Hopefully both of you guys that are in here still have at least subscribed to my channel. If not, if you would, that'd be super awesome of you. Now, it's time to do some drive shaft phasing. well, the ones need to be flat. What's up, everybody? Just here putting a drive shaft in this X3. Getting ready for a race I got coming up next weekend. I got the rear portion already in. Just gotta tighten down the nut now. Instruction says it's really no torque spec on there, just to give her some uggers and duggers. So that's what we're gonna do as soon as I find my ugger dugger machine. There it is. This garage is a mile away. Seems tight. It's all got batteries going low though. Throw another battery on there and give her another one just to be safe. Dang. Got one extra person to stick around this time. That seems a lot tighter. Tighter than I really want to go at least. Alright. Now move on to this beefy little drive shaft. This This is what a stock drive shaft and stock U-joints look like compared to what's on there now. I mean, it's a lot bigger stuff. Wonder what the next thing is to break. I mean, and this is even the size compared to an RCV aftermarket drive shaft. I mean, the shaft is still a little bigger. This thing being smaller is actually a few pounds heavier. But this is a good drive shaft, but it don't work with this diff, unfortunately. All right, 1350. Grab my straps. This and some Loctite. Figure out what I do with my ratchet. There it is. Slap this bad boy in. Gotta suck these things in first before I add Loctite. Should be how all U-joints are done. I like the straps way better than the U-bolts. Now, grab straps for the U-joints. What's up, everybody? Sean George, you better stop talking stuff in the background. For the smaller. Grab my cutting device. Dang, back down to 3. At least we got one more person to stick around. Probably got 2 Georges and a Caleb in here. Probably what I got. It's alright though. You'll be fine. You'll be doing this to your car too, Caleb. So. I'm guessing this is about the only drive shaft out there that can hold up to that diff without twisting off the rear of it. The fun part. Good. Helps if I have the wheels at the ground so I can turn them. There we go, that's a lot easier. Yeah, he's usually same week turnaround on that, Caleb, on those dry shafts. Just email him on, or message him on Facebook. It's Jeremy Kaufman is his name. That's who makes them. The weirdest thing, my first one I got was out around. The snout on it was tweaked a little bit to the side, so it just wasn't spinning true. You know, glad I caught it before I went and raced on it and destroyed some bearings, but I mean, the thing's so beefy, I don't know how the heck that happened, unless it got tweaked on the assembly side and just not noticed or what, but he took care of it pretty much overnight in me one. I found that out on Saturday, messaged him, and here it is Thursday, and I got one at my door. So, I mean, this one, it does spin true, so we're good to go. These huge joint straps suck. You only get like 1/8 of a turn at a time. We'll give it a break for this boring stuff for you guys. But I don't know how many of y'all your own tires at home, but it's about to dismount an MRT and mount up a Nitto. These 35, 950, 15 trail grapplers side by sides compared to 35, 10, 15 MRT Desert Storms. They're ready. Well, I guess I can tilt the camera down so y'all can see what's going on down here. About to get a little loud with the air coming out of the tire. But just kind of walk it around a little bit, try to get that bead protector away from the rim. So my bead breaker can fit down on the side there. Just kind of breaking away. I don't remember if this tire has a tube, a tire spine, or nothing in it. We'll find out here in a few. Doesn't feel like it has a spine. It might have a tube though. We'll see. And this is my bead breaker tool. I mean, I wouldn't recommend doing customer wheels or anything like that with it because, I mean, it does leave some marks sometimes, but It saves me from having to make a trip to the tire shop. And relatively quick. Gotta try to get underneath that lip there. Hit the front piece. What that does is going to suck it underneath the lip. Like that. In the top here. And push down. Simple as that. Walk it around a little bit. Usually only takes twice. Get it over here. Underneath that one. Like that. There we go. Feeds off. This thing is cheap. Can't remember how much I paid for it, but I got it off Amazon. I got the smaller yellow ones, which are made for, they claim UTVs, and I broke it. I broke 2 of them. So I got this Maddox brand. It might even be Harbor Freight, I don't know. The only thing on this one that breaks you have to watch out for is the roll pin inside of this nut, which is nice because I'd rather break a roll pin and have to replace it rather than breaking the shaft. So that's the only thing you have to watch out for. I've had to replace that roll pin twice now. But other than that, it's been putting in work. I changed tires a lot. When I was running these MRTs, I barely got 2 races a set. I'm hoping to have a lot better luck on tire wear and mud clean out and all that stuff going with these Nittos. Kind of deciding to go this year without a tire sponsor for 27. That way I can run what I want. I'm kind of just trial and error, and then if I think I want to partner with somebody for 28 or even halfway through 27, I can reach out and see if there's anything. But I'm just it's time for me to start just trial and error on stuff just to see what works. Let's kind of lift it up. Yep, this one got a tube in it. Don't give my secret up. Running these tubes. Don't tell nobody. There ain't nobody in here anyways, so we're good. Tubes are a lot lighter than spines. Right, I'll have a set of spines in it too, but the spines that I run, if it's anything over 40, 50 mile an hour, I get a vibration because I'm too cheap to buy the newer updated spines. Thing about these Nittos, they are heavier. I bet this tire weighs probably as much, if not more, than that tire with wheel. But I mean, they're super beefy. They're nice deep tread, lugs, pretty soft compound. It's supposed to be a sticky compound. Get some more air out of this tube. Oh, people are starting to come back in here. Gotta get this tube hidden before people know my secrets. Y'all's quiet in here. Y'all got any questions? Talk amongst yourselves. Make it a little exciting here. That way people don't come in and leave, and then I don't get nobody subscribing to my channel, and Gotta sit here and talk to myself in the garage, which I'd probably be doing anyway if y'all wasn't on here, but still. Alright, so that one. Dang, it's almost been an hour. That's why everybody left. I spent too much damn time on that freaking drive shaft. Boring shit. Not a critical part of having the tube. You need to make sure that you don't pinch where your valve stem is, because that can't rotate. You just got to kind of make sure you're past the wheel and down inside the tire, and everything feels all right. And then what I like to do, sticker out of the way so it doesn't get caught in the bead. I got a little bit of silicone spray and spray that. And kind of go around and make sure it pops into place. And here we go. We're on there. Line your ring up and go through your sequence of tightening down. Everybody does a little different. I think it's 35 foot-pounds for that motor mount torque spec. My phone is my camera right now, otherwise I'd look it up for you. But if you text me, I'll look it up. But I'm pretty sure it's 35. That's the small 15mm heads, if I remember right. I think they're about the same size as the pinch bolts, and got the pinch bolts. Pinch bolt is 40 foot-pounds, so probably 40. That pinch bolt for the lower ball joint, I can't imagine it'd be much more than that, because they're about the same size, and both 15s. Nice, lost bolt. Put on the floor here. Alright. I usually do this in a few passes. Start on number one, kind of get them. Now I'll go to number two and hit all these other ones. Crisscross pattern. Try to get it even as possible. can hear. You can kind of hear the way it stops making noise as you're getting tighter. I mean, it sounds like they're way tighter than they are. I bet they're not over 20. We're about to find out. 20. We'll start at the fast 10. I always torque mine with no air in them. That way there's no pressure on this ring, so you can get a true torque. I tried torquing them with air in the tire before, and it gets to 20 foot-pounds way faster than it does without air. So I just always do it without. Thanks, only two. And of course, as you tighten them down, the one behind it always gets a little looser, so you have to go around multiple times. I mean, this one's got a tube in it, so it isn't as crucial as if it didn't, but you notice went from about a quarter turn on the last one to about an eighth on this one. Alright. Now, throw some air in this bad boy, get the bead to seat, and that's another thing that's easy with those tubes is getting the bead to seat, because you have to worry about sealing up the These tires max are 35 pounds. I'm gonna put 25 in them and run them this weekend and see how they feel. But if I feel like I need more, I'll go more. All right. Alright, y'all. I'm done boring you with the boring stuff. I gotta get back into the car and finish doing I've only ever put the O-ring around that, Caleb. I haven't really ever, I've never put anything more than that. Just there's 2 O-rings, one on each side. I do put a little bit of dielectric or maybe some silicone if it's around, or grease, something to hold it in place, but that's it. Yeah, that's all I've ever put on there. But I'm gonna stop this here. It's been a little over an hour. Thanks y'all for hanging out. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button, leave comments, you know, all that good stuff. I'll get back at you. I'm hoping to do more of these, but hopefully get some more people to stick around. But thanks to you two for sticking around during this boring stuff. See you later.